Welcome to another episode of Book Covers DIY. Today I'm going to show you how to create a 3D model of your book cover design. So let's get started. So here we are in Canva where we design all of our book covers. This is that free website. Once you register and log in, you'll be taken to a home page that looks similar to this. Here across the middle, we have some templates for us. And since we are designing for our social media today, I'm going to scroll through here and look for, here's one here, Facebook posts. This is a landscape version. You can also find a square one. See, here's an Instagram post that is square. Today I'll be using the landscape dimensions. If you don't see either of these Facebook or Instagram posts, you can simply come up here to your search bar and type it in. But I'm just going to click right here on Facebook posts. It's going to take us over to our design area. Here on the right, we have our canvas, and over here on the left, we have our toolbar and our toolbox here. So the first thing we want to do is to upload our book cover design. So whether you've designed that in Canva or somewhere else, you should have that JPEG or PNG on your computer by now. So we're going to come over here to our toolbar on the left, and we're going to click on Uploads. This is where you can upload photos that are on your computer. I'm probably going to choose one of these that I've already uploaded into my photo library, but I still want to walk you through the steps in case you are new to Canva or just don't have it uploaded into the library yet. So you would come up here to upload files. You would click on that. Of course, it's going to show you, your files on your computer. Okay, let me choose my most recent book cover design. It's in this folder here. I'm going to double click in there, and then I'm going to choose one of these. So let me choose this PNG, and I'm going to click open, and it's going to upload that design into my Canva library. So once you have your book cover design in the library, you can simply click on it and it will appear over here. I'm not going to use this one today. I'm actually going to use this one here, Book of Happy, so I'm going to delete that one, and I'm going to click on the one that I want to use today, which is this one here. Okay, so once you have your photo over here on your canvas, we're going to make sure we still have it selected. If you accidentally select off of it, it'll look like that, and you won't have a purple box around it. Simply click on your photo again, and then the purple box appears. Once you have it selected, you're going to come up here to the upper left and click on Edit Image. Now you're going to see a whole bunch of new tools in your toolbox. We want to click on Smart Mockups. So simply scroll down until you see Smart Mockups and click on See All. Now here is where you can actually create mock-ups of your book cover on different products. For instance, here's a coffee mug, here are some phones, here's some greeting cards and things like that. I'm going to keep scrolling down until I see books. Okay, so here we are below posters. You're seeing a section called books. There are 8 options for you to choose from. If you want to feature it like in someone's hands or on a table or someone holding it up, you can choose one of those. Today, I'm going to be choosing this option here. This is book 6. This is going to give us our 3D model. So make sure you still have it selected, and you're just going to click on book 6, and something over here is going to happen. And you can see it created a 3D model of our book cover, which is really cool, right? Okay, you'll notice that the spine and the back are just plain white. If you want to make sure that they match the front cover, there are some dials showing. Those are adjustment dials. You're going to click on there, and then you're going to have some other options. The crop is filled, which is what I usually choose because I like the design to come over into the spine area. You can choose fit, or you can choose custom. I like to just leave it at fill. If for some reason you need to adjust it, you can go into custom. The reason I came into this area is because I want to show you how to change the back cover to match the front color. You can just click in this rainbow box, and there are some default colors. I want to match it perfectly, so I'm going to click on this little rainbow square with a plus. It says add a new color. If you click in there, you're going to be able to, adjust the color with the sliders, but I want to match it perfectly, so I'm going to click on the eyedropper tool, and I'm going to hover over the background of the front cover, which is this bright yellow. Watch when I click on the yellow, the back cover over here is going to change the match. Okay, and see, just like that, like magic, now we have the back cover and the spine filled in with that same yellow as the front cover. Okay, so now I just want to click on apply. All right, so now we have our 3D model with our back cover matching our front cover. Okay, so I'm just going to move this over to the side here. And I'm going to click on to the background. Now, I don't want to leave this background white because it just kind of looks like it's, hovering in the air. I want to give it a bold, bright color. And to do that, make sure you have clicked on the background. We don't want to change our book anymore. So click on the background and you should have a purple box around the background and a rainbow square right here. Click in there. Now you can go down to default colors and choose any one of these colors. For instance, there's an orange. You can choose gradient. I want to actually change the background to match the book title. So again, I'm going to come up to the top, click in the rainbow box with the plus symbol, click on the eyedropper tool, and then I'm going to hover over any one of these letters with this sort of teal blue. Once I click in there, it's going to change the background to match, and it complements our book, which is perfect. Okay, so another thing I want to do is I want to add a shadow to this book so it doesn't look like it's, again, just floating in the air. So I'm going to click on the book design again and come back up to edit image. This is the same place we went to for smart mockups, but this time I just want to scroll all the way down till I see shadows. Here it says shadows, click on see all. And we're going to have some different options. A glow will create a glow around the whole design. You can, let me click on that so you can see. See, it created sort of a black glow around it. If you wanted to change the color, you would click in those adjustments. And here is a color box where you could change the colors. You can also change the size, the transparency, and the blur. I don't want to add a glow around the whole thing, so I'm going to go back. Another option is a drop shadow, which only creates a shadow to the right and the bottom. There's also an angled shadow, a curved shadow, which is only at the bottom, a page lift. But today I want to use backdrop. And this is what backdrop looks like. And then if you want to make any adjustments, you can click in the adjustment dials. And then also you can change the color. Let's say, I don't know why, but let's say you wanted to have it yellow, you could change it yellow. I'm just going to leave it where it was, which is black. Okay, so once you have made any adjustments you want to make, you can click on apply, and that will add that shadow, and then you can click off to the side. So you can see that just helped the book to stand out slightly by having that shadow around it. Okay, so now we need to add some words because we want to let people know, that this book is now available. So let's go over to our toolbar on the left and we're going to click on text. There are pre-made titles that you can choose from. I'm just going to come up to the top and click on add a heading and design my own. In here, I'm going to write, let's see, click in the box. And let's say we want to let them know that it is now available. What we're wanting to announce on social media is our book is now available on Amazon. So I have typed that in, but I want to change this font. This is a very boring font. The default is Canva Sans, as you can see right here. I'm going to click on that down arrow, and that's where I'm going to get all of my font choices. I can scroll down and try out some different ones to see if there's any that I like. And we definitely want a bold font, something easy to read. Now you'll notice some of these have crowns. That means that those are available with Canva Pro, but there are many options that are available with the free version of Canva. Okay, I think I like this. It's called, let's see, Gladiola. All right, we can read it and it is cursive and it is sort of italicized. So I'm going to make that larger. Okay, so you can see I'm adjusting the size by dragging in and out the corner. You can also adjust the size by coming up here to font size and selecting one of these numbers or using the plus and minus buttons. Okay, so now that we have chosen our font and adjusted the size, let's change the color. To do that, make sure you have your text box selected and come up here to this A with a rainbow bar beneath it that says text color. We're going to click in there. Now Canva does a really neat thing. Anytime you upload a photo into Canva, it creates a color palette from that photo. As you can see here, here is our book photo, the Book of Happy, and it has broken down the colors in the photo. So here's our yellow, here's the blue in the title. These other colors here are going to be found in the petals. I know they're not on the main thing, but they have actually taken some of these colors out from the petals. I'm going to select this bright yellow. As you can see, it matches the background of our book. I might want to add a special effect to these words. Let's see how it'll look. So to do that, I'm going to click on effects up here, and you can see we have some options like shadow, lift. Let me see what outline looks like. Okay, so I clicked on outline and it defaulted to this sort of, I don't know if that's like a greenish brown. I want to just go in and click on black, just plain black down here. If you wanted to adjust the thickness right above the color box, you can make it thicker or thinner. Now, it does this really weird shaky thing anytime you adjust the thickness. I'm not sure why, but okay. If it keeps doing that, I like to just type it in. So let me just type in 85 and enter. Okay, and I don't like it on the same line, so I'm actually going to Backspace and then enter. So now I have it on 2 lines, and I want to make it much bigger. So now it's much more easier to read. But there is this huge gap between now and available. It's way too wide. To adjust that, come up here to this icon with 3 lines and an up and down arrow. That is the spacing. The first option is letter spacing. That is the gap between the letters, which I think they're a little bit, we could actually fix that because they're a little bit too smushed together. Okay, so I slightly adjusted that, but the one that I really care about is this line spacing, and that is the area between the lines. Okay, so if you slide that, you're going to now decrease the gap, which looks much better. Okay, so now you can read it says now available. So now we need to put another text box that says on Amazon. I'm just going to come over here to add a heading again. I'm going to put in all caps this time, on Amazon. And again, I do not want to leave it with this plain Canva Sans. I want to change that. So I'm going to come up here to Canva Sans, click the down arrow, and then just try to find another font that I like, something bold. Okay, that one looks good. This Archivo Black. Okay, and this also has a really large gap between on and Amazon, so I'm going to come back up here to spacing, and I just want to decrease the line spacing right there and increase the size by just dragging out the corner. I want to see what this looks like if I do lowercase on. Okay, that looks much better, and I'm going to move it off to the side so you can see what it looks like if they're not centered and how to center them. To make sure that they are centered directly over each other, click on one of the text boxes, like now available, then hold down Shift, click on the second text box on Amazon. Now they are together in one white dotted line box. Now you would come up to Position, click on Position, and then over here on the left it says Arrange. You will want to click on Center, and watch when I click on Center, they are going to jump directly over each other. Okay, so now they are centered. Okay, so now I want to add a Buy Now button. To do that, we're going to come over here to Elements on the left. And under Elements, I'm going to type in Button. Okay, so you can see we have different options. We want to click on the Graphics option. So it's going to be the first one here. Click on See All. And then here we have a bunch of different buttons that we can. I actually like this one, very first one right here. It is a feature of the Pro version. If you wanted to filter out anything that is with Canva Pro, come up here to your search bar and you'll see these adjustment dials. Click in there and then you'll come down to where it says price. If you click on free and click off of it, it's going to filter out anything with Canva Pro, and you can see you have many to choose from that are free. I'm going to go back because I actually really want that one with the hand, so I'm going to uncheck that and I'm going to choose this first one right here. Okay, so I'm going to bring this down and stretch it out. I want it to be probably just as wide as that Amazon. Okay, so we have our button, but it doesn't say anything. So we need to go back over here to our text option. And this time I'm going to click on add a subheading. It's going to give us a smaller font text box. If you click in there, and I'm going to type in buy now all caps, and I'm going to use that same font we used on Amazon. To do that, I'm going to come up to Canva Sans, and if you scroll all the way to the top, it says document fonts. Canva actually saves the fonts that you've already used. So here is Canva Sans checked because this is what is on there currently. Gladiola is what we used on Now Available, and Archivo Black is what's on Amazon. So I'm going to just select Archivo Black, and now I need to bring it down and center it. I actually want to make it larger. I want to make sure that we feature that prominently. Okay, and I clicked off to the side. Okay guys, I'm not liking something about this Now Available. I don't know if it is the outline. Let me see it without the outline. Okay, maybe it's just the font, guys. Let me change the font. I'm just like not liking that font for some reason. Okay, let me try this lobster, but I do need to make it smaller. The font is much too big. Let's see, we are, what is this, 88? Let's try 80. Okay, I think I like this one much better. I'm going to make it slightly larger and make sure it is centered. So I'm just going to leave that one as is. I'm not going to add an outline to it, but I do want to add a little bit of decoration to this because it's kind of plain. We have this button down here, but it's kind of plain up at the top. So let's go over to Elements, and I'm going to type in, let's see, what are those, daisies? And let's see, okay, and I'm probably just going to select this one right here. Oh, let's see how this one looks. Let's try this one. No, I don't want it to have a black outline, so let me delete that one. Okay, I think I'm just going to select this one right here because I don't want to take away from the design. I'm just going to actually put it up in the corner here. We want our focus to be on the book, but this is just going to add a little something to it. Okay, so I want to add another one on this corner, so I can go over here and select that, or while it is selected, I can click on duplicate, and now we have a second flower here, but it doesn't match evenly because it's the opposite side, but I can flip it by clicking right here on the word flip, and we want to flip it horizontally. So now it's going to look just like the other one, and that way we can match them on each corner. Okay, so you can see how that just enhanced our design, and I'm going to bring our book a little bit down and a little bit to the right, and make sure all of this is in line. I might increase the size of this slightly. All right, now let's click off to the side and take a look. Okay, I think everything looks great. I'm going to now show you how we can download this for your social media platform. So let's come up to the top, and where it says Now Available, that is your project name. It defaults to the first thing you type, which we type Now Available. So make sure to go in there and change that. So this is going to be the book, or actually I'm just going to call this 3D book model. I'm going to say Facebook post. All right, and so we have named our project. Now let's come up to share, and we're going to go down to download. Here it is suggesting a PNG. You can click on the down arrow and download it as a JPEG, or even if you had wanted, for some reason to print it, you could do that as well. I'm just going to leave it as is on PNG, and I'm going to click download. It's only going to take a second. As you can see, it's already done. I'm going to click on our design and show you what it looks like. Okay, so here is our finished graphic. You can post this on your Facebook or Instagram. If you need to adjust the sizes, you can always just go into Canva and resize it. Again, I started with the landscape dimensions. You can also choose a square, which will work for both Facebook and Instagram. But I just wanted to show you how quickly and easily you can design your own 3D book model graphic. This will work for fiction or nonfiction books. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you did, please let me know in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to update you about future videos. So thanks again for watching, liking, and subscribing. Until next time, bye-bye.